Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. Finally, we're going to be doing the much needed upgrade to the Caravan, which is the lithium battery upgrade. Oh my goodness, I've been driving with this thing in the car for weeks now, looking for a spot to install it, and here we are. So we are free camping at the moment, and we're going to be upgrading this battery to do things like this more often. So without further ado, let's get into it. Right guys, so here's the battery that we went with. So this is the 300Ah lithium battery from ECOWATT. Now this is actually a small business located in Brendale, so they're just local from us, which is awesome and very convenient if we ever need anything. Comes with a 5-year warranty and also some cool specs to know. It comes with a 200Ah BMS and it has a max discharge and a charge rate of 200 amps, which is plenty enough for our setup. So the main reason we also went with this one is because it's the most compact 300Ah lithium battery that we could find on the market. So that was literally the tick point of buying this battery, is because it actually fits our battery compartment. We currently have a 100Ah AGM battery that weighs about 30 kilos, and this one only weighs 25 kilos, so it's a bit of a win-win situation. But yes, like I said, it just fits. So let me show you guys how tight it is. So here's the battery compartment, guys. Now this is on a 24 Jayco Starcraft, but other battery boxes that I've seen on the internet as well is very similar in size, so the ECOWATT should fit it. But here's the dimensions of the battery as well, in case you want to see if it fits your battery box. The other thing worth noticing, there is room for another battery box, but instead of having 2 batteries and 2 boxes, you're saving on a lot of weight just by buying one big battery and fit it into the one compartment. So yes, let's get this old one out and whack the new one in, eh? So there's the old AGM versus the ECOWATT. So as you can see, it's not a very big size difference, which is awesome. So it's just slightly higher and it's about the same length, which is good, and about the same width, maybe a little bit wider. But yes, overall it's pretty good for a 300Ah battery, isn't it? Alright guys, so to get the battery box, all it is just the 3 bolts at the back of the chassis here, and then it just has a lip at the top here as well, that it just needs to clip over. So just give it a push up and then down and it will come out easy. But yeah guys, here you have it. Now this box was actually fully enclosed, alright, so from here to here, fully enclosed at the top here. So the battery was just too big to fit in from the side. So essentially, if yours is closed at the top, then what you want to do is just grind it off. So as you can see, I just ran a grinder there, ran a grinder here, and then the battery can go in from the top. It's just the handles that were in the way. Without the handles, there is a chance that it would go through, but no drama. Some other boxes on the market I've seen is already open at the top. So that means you can just whack the battery in without doing any grinding. The only thing that I will say is just make sure your wires are correct. So just see, so that's positive, and that is positive. And then the other wires are these ones, so house negative and negative. So just make sure, because sometimes they can be black, like this one is a black wire, but it does say house battery positive. Alright guys, we made it. It's definitely harder to put it back on than it is to get off, because it's about 30 kilos with the holder. So you basically got to lift it up, put it over the lip at the back, and then align the 3 holes for the screws as well to go back into place. So yes, definitely recommend 2 people. So one at the front, one at the back, just so you align it and then push it back up. You can also use a jack. Of course I chose the hard way, but anyway, it's back on. Everything is sort of cabled as neatly as I could. I know it looks like this, but there's quite a lot of ground cable that had to be pushed in at the sides. There's a fair bit of room at the top, about 3 fingers, and then basically what you want to do is just tuck away the wire so there's none exposed from this side, just so any rocks, that sort of stuff can hit it. You don't want to let that happen. So everything's just tucked away on the sides. And then once the front cover goes back on, I'm just going to put the fuses against it like that. And then everything will be nice and secure. And then just the bottom, that is also tightened up. And there you go. So the very last thing to do is just open up the ECOWATT app and then just make sure the battery is all on. And then once that is good to go, just move to your Caravan operating system. So on our projector, we just went into the battery settings and we just set the battery as a lithium and also a 300 amp capacity, just so everything else is correct. And then you're all good to go. And there you go guys, job done. So definitely make sure you measure everything right before you tackle this job, because if you're gonna make a mistake, it's gonna turn into an absolute nightmare, and I'd hate for that to happen, but yeah. Anyway, in terms of testing, we are going to Tasmania next week. So for the next 7 weeks, actually, we're gonna be there. So we're gonna do a lot of free camping and test out this battery, and hopefully we can stay off grid for a lot longer than the old 100 amp AGM did for us. So yes, very keen to test it out. But anyways, if you have any other questions guys, just drop it down below and I'll get to it. Otherwise, I hope this video has been of good value to you and hopefully got something out of it. So yes, have a good one guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.